Hello everyone. So it's been almost a week since we got back from Halloween Horror Nights and haven't shot any video. We got back Monday afternoon. Tuesday I started working on my son's truck's brakes, and then midway through it Tuesday I got sick. Got a bad sore throat, started feeling crappy. Still not feeling real good today. It's Sunday afternoon and out of breath because my nose is all stuffed up. And anyway, so we've been working on his brakes, trying to get it fixed so we can get his truck out of our garage. Just want to show you guys what I've been working on. So we put new rotors and new front brakes on the Trooper. And this caliper on this side was bad, so we had to put a new caliper on as well. To do the brakes on these Troopers, the front brakes anyway, it's a major undertaking if you want to do it the right way. We repacked the front bearings, so you have to, these rotors are actually attached to this hub. It's called a captive rotor, so you have to take this hub off the rotor, and then you gotta clean everything out in the hub, take the bearings out, clean them out, repack them, and put everything back together. It takes quite a bit of time, and there's also an ABS ring on the other side of the rotor. And I'll show you. It's one of the old rotors, and that, with all the teeth on it, this here is the ABS tone ring, and Garrett's on this side is cracked, so it's pretty much no good. Anyway, and the bolts that hold it in are all stripped out, and I put an impact on it, and they just like rounded out. And instead of trying to save that ring and maybe weld it and hope for the best, we're just gonna not use it. So we got this side done last night, and you can see his old calipers on there. But anyway, we've got another tone ring on order. Well, with our good friend Jerry Lamond, the Isuzu guru and parts master. And he's going to send us one, but the truck will work without that tone ring on. It's just the ABS doesn't work, and the ABS in this truck hasn't worked for a while because the other side was pretty messed up. The sensor had a whole bunch of metal filings on it, and that's what we think is causing the problems. Plus that caliper was stuck and it wasn't working right. So once we get the ring reinstalled on this side, hopefully the ABS will work again on the truck. But he's going to have to take all this apart, take the hub off, and drop the rotor, of course, take the tire off and everything. So that's going to be an undertaking for another time, but he needs to get his truck back on the road. So anyway, that's what we've been doing this past week. Also working on Connor's room, still trying to get it painted. We actually are going to be putting paint on the walls today, and hopefully we can get it done in 1 or 2 coats. And oh, and I am hoping that I'm going to be able to start editing the Halloween Horror Nights video stuff. I've really been lagging on that. I thought I'd have everything done while I was down there. Didn't happen. I was trying to edit on my phone in line, in cue lines and stuff. I just couldn't hear the audio, and I use audio cues a lot for when I'm doing cut scenes. So anyway, I'm going to be hopefully loading that up on my phone tonight and start editing the first night of Halloween Horror Nights. We'll see if I can actually get it done. But anyway, hopefully it'll get done. We're supposed to go next weekend to another local haunt up in York County, Pennsylvania. It's actually in York City. It's put on by the York Revolutions. It's supposed to be a non-family friendly haunted house. It's actually in the stadium from what I understand. So that'll be pretty cool. Garrett, Connor, and I, and their friend Graham is also, I think, going to go with us. So the 4 of us are going to head up, and I'm going to hopefully vlog that as well. Oh, and I wanted to say I was thinking about vlogging doing this brake job, but it is such a mess to do these brakes, as I was saying. This is like all rags of grease from all the grease that you have to get out of the wheel hubs. And anyway, so yeah, it's a mess. And there's more rags under there, and there's more rags over there. It makes a mess. Here's the final stages of Connor's room. Michelle just cut in with the paint. So it's very close. Very, very close, and we can move him back up into his room. He is living in our living room right now on the floor on a mattress. quite sad and pathetic. So we got Connor's room finished. The paint is on the walls. Oh, I'm so happy about that. And now we're making dinner. We also got Garrett's truck finished. So that's one less thing we got to do. So we're going to be making shrimp tacos. So those are going on the grill, and we're going to baste them with that. And we're going to put them on these low carb taco shells. This is also going to go on the tacos. It's like chopped up cabbage and some hot chipotle fried things. And then we're going to put chipotle ranch dressing on that, and then that'll go on the taco with the shrimp.
I just wanted a plate long enough.
Michelle forgot to put salt on the basting. I filled one up the other day. That one. See, salt's coming out of it. It's been raining here for like the past 4 days, 5 days. It's been miserable. Finally, we have some blue skies. Just some clouds starting to come in again. It was actually really clear earlier. You can see around that way. That's the way it was. And now it's like this. But hopefully those clouds will be pushed out. And you can see some of the trees here are already starting to change a little bit. I don't think we're gonna have much color this year though, because it's been so dry. They're probably gonna mostly turn brown and then die and fall to the ground. And I don't know what I'm gonna do about that garden. That's a mess. Shrimp are going on the bobby.
What about the handle though? It'll get hot. How
Yeah, it does. You just pick it up with. Yeah, it's gonna do that.
How quick they cooked the tails.
Nothing like shrimp on the bobby, and I can't do a very good Australian accent with a cold. It's kind of tough. What? Come on, baste them. Hurry up, baste them before they dry out. Basting again after we flipped them.
Smells heavenly.
Oh, it's a lot of shrimp. Yum. Looks like the shrimp are just about finished.
Want me to put more on?
No, I don't think so. Because then we'll have to cook it longer. These are not easy to flip with a pair of tongs. I'm going to go in and get something else to flip them. Ah! See what happens? Can't have nice things. So that's what the cabbage looks like with the chipotle ranch dressing mixed in it and some sour cream. We got some shredded Mexican cheese, some salsa. There's some more low carb tortillas. That's one brand right there, that's the other. I think they both taste about the same. Maybe I give a little edge to those. Got some Carolina, Louisiana Crystal hot sauce. Not Carolina. The shrimp are finished. One important thing about cooking shrimp is you don't want to overcook it. Right, Garrett?
I think that counts for anything. Like hot chocolate.
All right, be a smarty pants, so why don't you? So here's the finished product. Mine looks so good. Look at Garrett's. He just like threw it together. Now he's just dumping cheese all over the place. Here we go. Well, that's all that's left of my dinner. It was delicious. Yum. Garrett didn't clean up his plate quite as well.
I'm working on it.
And we had the Doritos sodas. Very good when you're having like Mexican food, although this really wasn't Mexican. This was more like island. This was more islandy.
Corpus Christi.
Corpus Crispy? Is that like a crispy corpse?
I don't support cannibalism for dinner.
Yeah, I do remember that kind
Good with spinach.
So I'm going to be cutting our lunch meats. Yes, I have a meat cutter, and I also do cheese. It's like a third of the cost of buying it at the deli. We buy salami or pepperoni wholesale. Buy ham, not wholesale, but it's a lot cheaper than buying it at the deli. And this is Cooper Sharp American. We buy this at the wholesaler, and it's like, if you get this in the store, it's like $8 a pound. We pay like $3.25 a pound. So it really works out to be a lot cheaper. This thing scares me. I'm going to try to do this without cutting my finger off. Oh, Michelle said she'll hold it.
And the pieces fly everywhere.
Yes, that's why I made that shield. It sort of works. See, it's invisible. You can't tell it's there.
Wait a minute, we shouldn't be airing this.
Because then I'm supposed to cut the cheese with this.
We voided the warranty. Hi, Connor.
This is chipped ham.
Oh, we want to see. Like,
How thin it is.
the flavor has
Kramer.
nowhere to hide. You can see right through it. Yeah, especially the holes right there.
Right. Yes, inspired by a Seinfeld episode. The only bad thing about this meat slicer is it makes kind of a mess. So you have to disassemble it, clean it, and then reassemble it. But I guess it's no worse than any other meat slicer. So it's actually not too hard to disassemble. Just take this one thing off of here, then the sliding doohickey thing comes off, and then around here, take this off. To get that off, and I usually just push this through here like this, and it falls. And I usually have a paper towel there. Exposing the very, very, very sharp blade that has to come out with 3 screws. Kevlar gloves, so you don't cut your fingers on the blade. They work really well too. Now watch, I'll wind up cutting my finger off tonight. Oh man, another awesome sunset tonight. Look at that. Cool. There's clouds over there. So now I think I'm gonna go work on the Halloween Horror Nights vlog. Thanks for watching.